know. Like, she was so big.
Y'all sitting up here talking about people. Class already in order. And they sitting up here talking about people.
We talking about the baby.
Y'all Israelite sisters, boy.
We are great.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom. We out here having a fun time, good time out in the sun, out on the land, enjoying ourselves. The Most High has blessed us tremendously, and we're grateful. May the Most High be praised. And I'm ready to go live on. Oh, Princess. Hi, shalom, Princess. How are you?
Shalom, Prince.
All right. Ready to go live on Facebook. If we can do this without upsetting people, you know, people get mad when they see you on too much.
I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah. So. Okay, there we go. Public. Please give me a second, family. I'm coming in. Believe me, I'm coming in. All right. What's the name of this? This is I Am Who I Am.
She said, wow.
All right, we live. 2, 1, let's rock and roll. All right, Shabbat shalom. Let's turn that camera around. All right, there we go. That's a little bit. Let's get it a little bit better. All right, Shabbat shalom, everyone. I think that's too much sun for you. Let's put it over here. All right, y'all got to get the other side. Shabbat shalom, everyone. This is the last day of our, excuse me, y'all.
Sorry.
What truck? My truck? This is the last day of our, man, oh, you ain't going checking behind me. I already told you it's not, no, I don't play that. It's on the door in the front. Please forgive me, family. I got people up here want to get in my truck, look around in my truck. Look around my truck because we can't find something. No, I told you it ain't there, right? It ain't there. That's right. You're right, Prince. That's right. All right, here we go. So, this is our last day. Shabbat shalom, Sister Aisha. This is our last day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and we're going to miss it. Yes, we will. All the enjoying times that we had, the fun, all the excitement. It was good. It was good. We enjoyed it. We had a wonderful time. And we got visitors popping up, people popping up now, pulling up out the blue. May the Most High be praised. And we are very pleased to have had you to come out, for all those who have spent your holy days with us, your holy season. We are very pleased that you found it appropriate for you to come and to be a part of the family and keep the Passover with us. May the Most High be praised. So we're going to do this, family. We're going to do this. This is the last day, and everybody out here having fun, having a good time. Brother over there on the grill cooking the lamb up. They cooking fish inside. You know, I don't eat none of that stuff. Lamb, fish, none of that. So that means I'm be hungry. It's like they gave me a fruit salad. They gave me a fruit salad. Say, here, Prince, here's your fruit salad. Chill out. So I ate it. It was good too. Sister made. I ain't finished. Sister made the fruit salad 2-3 days ago, but it was good. it was good. I'm grateful. No, I'm grateful. Sat in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days, but she put that special touch on it. It was so good. It touched my stomach and it quenched my soul. I was like, yes. So I'm grateful. You come sit next to me, Zeke. The world can see you. All right, we're going to do this. Yes, we're in the right spirit because it's so lovely out here. You use that word. You hear that word? Lovely. We got a young lady over here blowing bubbles, 23 years old. She blowing bubbles. Yes. This is nice. I wish I could show y'all and let y'all see what's going on out here. All right, so let's get this going. Tashana, Shabbat Shalom. Tashana. Jose, Shabbat Shalom, Jose. Bon dia. No bon dia now. It's the afternoon. Buenas tardes. My man. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. So let's talk. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Sister Higdalia, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Chachameach. Yes, this is the last day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Where my boy at? Where my boy at, sis? This is the last day of our Feast of Unleavened Bread. I think your cousin is asleep right now. She's in the camper asleep. Her and the baby. She was trying to put them down. She probably went down with them. So, so here we go, family. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Y'all ready to do this? Brother Najee up in the house. Brother Najee said, "Yeah, I'm here." All right, let's rock and roll. Sign into YouTube and ring the bell and subscribe and all that type stuff so you can always get that notification. All right. All right. So this is what we're doing today, family. Oh, she's woke. Tashana, she's woke now. She just logged into the room. Ishi. Tashana's on Facebook Live, so you got to go to the Facebook Live so you can collaborate with her. She's on Facebook Live. I don't think she has this link. My niece is in the house. Hey, pretty girl. Shalom. Or that might be her husband too, so I don't know which one. All right, might be the husband. I'm not sure. Boy, we getting it in today, boy. We getting it in. Ain't we having fun? All right. I'm going to call you guys a little bit later. May the Most High be praised. Hey, listen, can you put the link to the YouTube? Ima, can you put the link to the YouTube on the Facebook thing so that people can also go there? May the Most High be praised. Total Rabbah. Can we see the beautiful land as the backdrop? The camper is my backdrop, not the land. On YouTube, you'll see that. On Facebook, you'll see that. The camper is my backdrop. All right. So let's rock and roll, y'all. Let's rock and roll. This is what we're going to do. The lesson for today is we're going to get straight into the lesson. We're going to get straight into the lesson because we ain't got a whole lot of time. This ain't going to be no long class because they can't wait for me to shut it down so we can start playing games. They want to eat. They want to play. They want to do all kind of stuff. So Most High come first. All right. So here we go. We left off yesterday in the book of Exodus. And we left off on the 5th chapter. We're going to start today in the 4th chapter of Exodus. And we're going to start at verse 27. All right. Exodus 4 and 27. Commandment keeper, my brother Benjamin. And that's my brother Benjamin. The brother Benjamin. That's what I'm talking about. Shabbat Shalom, my brother. And say Shabbat Shalom to your wife, please. May the Most High be praised. Hey, listen. Does anyone want to say anything before we begin? Any of y'all want to say anything? Give y'all any acknowledgments? Y'all can just come over, peep your head in the camera. They can see you. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. All right? Because we ready to get started. Once we get started, it's on. You got to sit here or something or come over behind it. They can see you.
I just want to see what's going on.
Oh, okay. Shalom to
Shalom,
the family,
shalom,
man.
family.
Introduce yourself because they don't know who you are.
My name is Amariel.
Amariel, that's his name, Amariel. Okay.
Yeah, Amariel.
You say he's single. All right. Well, that's Amariel, fam. He lives around the corner in Goshen. He lives around the corner.
He need a wife.
He needs a wife? Okay. He needs a wife, family. So put that out publicly for the world to know and see. He's taking applications. He say, wait a minute, this is Shabbat, man. We ain't doing that today. This is Shabbat.
That's all biblical.
Yeah, well, let it get biblical on the Shabbat. Let's get to the Most High's business. All right, y'all ready to roll? Anybody else want to say? You want to greet the family, bro? All right. Anybody else want to say anything special to the family?
It's a festival.
It's a festival.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
It's a chag.
That includes wives.
That includes wives. Okay. Now, let me say the interesting thing. Let me say the interesting thing about a chag that a lot of people don't know. Chag means that you have feast, you can cook on a chag, celebration, and all that type of stuff, right? But do you really know what a chag is? Chag is what the Muslims got from the Hebrew word, which means teshuvah, to return. It means to return. They call it Hajj. It's really Hag in Hebrew. They call it Hajj. All right, let me prove it to you. There are 3 festival times throughout all our holy days. It's 3 of them. And every one of them you'll find in Deuteronomy, the 16th chapter. Every one of them you had to return back to the Holy Land and keep it. Every one of them. And that's because it was a Hajj. We call it Hajj. The Muslim guys call it Hajj. And in their Hajj, they return back to their holy land, Mecca, and they walk around the Kaaba and kiss the black stone. We just go back and return and keep the holy days to the Most High King. That's the difference. See that? That ain't take long to teach that, did it?
No, not at all.
That's right. So go do your research. If you're still in doubt, do your research and you'll find out. There you go. I got bars. There you go. All right.
Oh, yeah, you were supposed to drop some.
Oh, I was supposed to drop some jewels yesterday.
No,
All right.
some bars
I was supposed to drop some bars.
at the end.
All right. Tell me something to rap about. I'm just that thorough. Give me something to rap about. So we're going to start our reading today in the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 27. Y'all ready? And I don't have too good of a picture. I don't know why. The picture's like this. I don't know why it looks like that, but I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. All right, there we go. So I dropped a little bit of information for you, for those who don't know. Zakaria, Marie Flores, Maria, Shabbat Shalom. How you doing? All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, great. Toda Rabbah, may the Most High be praised. I ain't seen that name in a long time. Yeah. All right. Am I coming through pretty good on the screen for the family? Am I coming? Can y'all see me good on the YouTube? Because I don't know. It looks distorted to me. It looks like it's not coming through too good. But if it's coming through to y'all, then we good to go. Somebody let me know. Is it coming through all right? Is it coming through okay? Let me know, please. I'm going to put the link here in the room for anybody that wants to come on the screen to say anything that you want to say. Aim Katel, we waiting for you. Aim, where you at, Aim? Come on, Aim. Oh, I'm looking all right, sis? All right, then we're going to rock and roll right now. We're going to get it in. We're looking for you, Aim. I thought you was coming, Aim. I was crying and everything. Tears was rolling out my eyes. See, thou shalt not lie. But I was feeling some kind of way, Aim, because you wasn't here. I was like looking for you. All right, but may the Most High be praised. You're here now on the screen with us to share that time with us. All right, let's get it in. All right, here we go. You got a question? Okay, bro, what's your question? You want to come up so everybody can hear you? But how they gonna hear you? You want me to repeat it? Why we gotta repeat it twice? You could just come a little closer. They can hear you. He's a stubborn guy, man. What is wrong with this guy? Now go ahead. What's your question?
On the feast days, on the cogs, why do we do lessons?
Well, it does say a holy convocation. But doing that convocation.
Come over here, please, because you just dropped the jewel. Come right here, please, and I'm gonna let my daughter answer that question. Y'all heard that question, right? He said, "Why do we do lessons on the Chag?" And my daughter gonna say she only 23.
I'm 24.
She gonna tell you she's 24 now.
I'm 24.
Damn, I'm gonna show you where I've been. All right, here she goes. She's 24 now. She gonna give him the answer.
I said it does command a holy convocation, so I guess it's whatever you do within that holy convocation that is set apart and holy enough for the Chag. So it's not. I know it doesn't say it, but it's not necessarily again.
People, what they do in the convocation?
The leader, and in connection with the Torah, because if it's a holy convocation, the Chag, it also has to be set apart. So it's not just anything.
So the lesson makes it set apart.
The lesson doesn't make it set apart, but it's okay to teach a lesson.
Excuse me. Don't go back and
memorial.
forth with him.
It is
Don't go back and forth with him.
So
He's
how
trying
do
to
you know what
he's
you're
trying to bait you in.
memorializing if you don't sit and have like a small lesson?
He's trying to bait you in. Here we go. Here's the answer to your question. Okay? We're going to read the answer to your question out of the book of Leviticus. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Shalom. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me to say hello? Yes, yes. I mean, I can't hear you, but I can read what you're saying. What's up, bro? Peace to you. Peace to you. All right, so I want to answer your question. Where everybody going? Everybody leaving. Yeah, they don't even want to hear this. They don't even want to hear this. So I'm explaining to the listening audience. The lesson allows people afar to feel close and the great energy. There you go, sis. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Tell that brother.
Look, if you don't show up, you can't help you.
He said, if you don't show up, he can't help you. All right. Here go to Aisha, Sister Aisha. Here go the answer to the question. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. I'm going to keep it short. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. It says, and the Most High said unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Melchizedek, Shabbat Shalom. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of the Most High. Concerning the feast of the Most High. That's food. No, it ain't. It really means it's actually the Moedim, the set apart times of the Creator. Moedim. That's what it really is. Concerning we Omoa. See this word right here, family? Moeday. Moeday means appointed times. It means appointed times of the Creator. And the Creator has certain appointed times that we are supposed to come together. And this is the Most High's names that Tikra, Koreh, call, or reading. You shall have a reading, a Mikra Kodesh, a holy reading. This is it. Mikra Kodesh. You see that right there? Let me highlight it. Leviticus 23. You shall have a Mikra Kodesh. You see it? Yes.
Oh, you read the definition?
I'm reading in Hebrew. See, in English, that's why you got to learn the Hebrew language, because in English, you don't get the full benefit of what the Creator's trying to leave on record for us to understand. It says that on these feast days, these set apart times, you are to gather together and have a Mikra Kodesh, a holy reading. But if you just read English, you won't understand that, and you'll be asking questions like, why are we here? I just want to party. I just came for the food. You know, you ask questions like that. But that's a basic question that a lot of people ask, because a lot of people understand that we do a lot of reading all week long. So they want to just stay away from the reading sometime and get straight into having fun and enjoying the food. But, you know, when you are learned in the ways of the Most High, you got to allow your emotions to get put to the side, and you got to do what the Most High tells you to do. And what the Most High tells us to do is to have a holy assembly, a holy reading, a holy gathering. Mikra Kodesh. Haim Moadim. Moaday.
So I see it's only translated reading once. You're gonna translate this word as convocation.
They translate it as convocation. What's a convocation? It's like a coming together. It's pretty much the same thing if you think about it. Okay, then I'm with you, bro. Whatever you say.
It's like they did that on purpose, like to mislead.
That's right, to mislead people, and they did, and I don't blame them. If you don't learn the Hebrew, they want to mislead you so that they can take control of your mind and have you thinking whatever they want you to think.
It's like people not showing up when they should show up. I understand.
That's right, just like people not showing up, because the Creator said that we're supposed to come to the holy place on the holy days, and this is our holy place. And if you accept that, then you should be here. Mandatory family reunions. That's right. 3 times a year. Say it again. We got to start picking them up. Man, that'd be a hell of a bus ride. We must own some jets and some planes, because we got people in different states all over. Matter of fact, we got people in different countries. That would be a hell of a bus ride every Shabbat. I like the way that sounds. Let's make that happen. They say as you think, so are you. So let's think about it. Let's make it happen. I like that. and be a part of the festival. Here we go, y'all. Exodus chapter 4, verse 27 is where we're going to pick up at today. And if it is the Most High will, Im Yurtse Yotze, if it is his will, we're going to go down and all the way through the 5th chapter. At the end of the 5th chapter, we're going to cease. And then we're going to go out there and finish having fun. Is the food burning up over there? All right, here we go. So just yesterday, we read Exodus, the 3rd chapter, and Exodus, the 4th chapter. And we discussed a whole lot of things. I mean, if you missed the class yesterday, you should go back and watch it on the Zoom. On the YouTube, because we covered a whole lot of things in the class yesterday. A whole lot of pertinent things that an Israelite should know. We even covered a portion of what the Most High's name was. And we're going to finish that up now in this lesson today. The name of the lesson is I Am Who I Am. And then the reason why is because a lot of people call the Most High by that title. I am who I am. Ayi, Ashe, Ayi. A lot of people worship Ayi. And that's what they believe that the Most High has said. That's what his name is. But hopefully today we'll figure it all out. Now, if you want to know where that's at, you got to go, like I believe is in the 3rd chapter, and look it up in the 3rd chapter and figure out what that's all about. But now the Most High is going to tell us what his name is. Remember what he said when he said I am? He said, tell him I am sent you. He didn't say, that's my name. There's a difference in this being his name and him saying, this is my name. So if it is the Most High's will today, we're going to figure out, we're going to hear it says verbatim, be'ivri, in Hebrew, what the Most High's name is, according to the scriptures. Okay? So here we go. And the Most High said to Aharon, go into the wilderness to meet Moshe. So he went in and he met at the mountain of Elohim. Do anybody know what the mountain of Elohim is? What's the name of the mountain of Elohim?
Horeb.
Mount Horeb. That's right. What's the other name for Mount Horeb? Mount Horeb. There you go. Mount Sinai. Horeb has 2 names. Mount Horeb has 2 names. Mount Horeb and Mount Sinai. They both are the same thing. What happened at Mount Horeb? Yes, but what happened after the burning bush that went down in history? The commandments was given. That's right. We received the commandments from the Most High standing underneath of Mount Horeb. A lot of people say, Prince, what you mean underneath of the mountain? If you read the scripture in Exodus, the 18th chapter, the mountain lift up off the ground. And the people stood underneath of the mountain as it was on fire, lower than the mountain, down level ground, as it was on fire, and the ground was earthquaking, and the thunder and lightning and all kind of explosions and loud trumpet sounds. All that stuff is what made that a Yom Teruach to remember for the rest of our days. So every time we talk about Yom Teruach, that's what we talk about. That situation. It was a powerful piece. And sometimes you just don't get it all. But, with Prince, man, he tried to slow down so you can get it. And I'm doing my best to give it to you. May the Most High be praised. All right, here we go. Now, it says that he met him at the mountain of Most High, the mountain of Ha Elohim. And then after he met his brother that he hasn't seen for almost 40 years, what did he do? He kissed him. That's a powerful thing. What that means that's love and honor being transferred between men. Love, honor, and respect. Brother, I miss you. How many men do you see that you haven't seen in a long time that got that kind of honor for you, that when they see you, they greet you with a kiss? Then that means that somebody ain't honorable in that situation. Because in an honorable situation, real men who are about that life, for real, about it, and appreciate the fact that they are alive, they greet each other with a kiss and a hug.
What type of kiss, though?
On the cheek, on the neck, any of that. And if you want to be like respectful, kiss him on his hand. Whatever you choose to do, But it's Yeah, but see, 2005, if somebody ain't honorable, they doing something else, and then you have to do something to them, and that's a different story. Yeah, but honorable men in this way of life, you know who they are. You do. All right, so let's rock and roll. He honored him. He greeted him with a kiss, especially when you run into a man of nobility that you got a lot of respect for. That's how you greet them. You know, what do they do to the papal when somebody go meet the papal? What do they do? They kiss his ring. They kiss his ring. The papal, the pope. Yeah, they kiss his ring. They show respect and honor to him. And if you don't kiss his ring, they feel like you've done something disrespectful. Why can't we do that amongst brothers in the brotherhood when we respect them on that level? We do, but many people don't. And to say that to people, they think is a problem. But that's how Israel moved. You will see that all through the scriptures. Jonathan and Dawid, when they met, they embraced and they kissed. He gave him a kiss. It's an honorable thing. When our forefather Abraham had his servant Abimelech swear to him that he would go get him a wife for his son, what did our father Abraham make him do? Anybody know? That he would go and get a wife for his son. He made him put his hand underneath. Now, what guy you know today gonna put their hand underneath your thigh too close to your follicle? Huh? No, man, it was right there. It's right there. Yeah. Because men, we don't have that problem. Real men don't have that issue. We understand there's no homosexual stuff going on. When you're dealing with honor, you're dealing with honor. When you're dealing with a cloud, then you're in that cloud, then it's best you stay in that cloud, but stay away from honorable men, because you'll lose your life. They'll put you to death. That's right. And that's how it go. Great, great, great. That's how we move, y'all. Y'all ready? And Moshe told Aharon all the words of the Most High, which he had sent him to speak, and all the signs that he had commanded him to do. The Most High gave Moshe a job. Do anybody remember the job that the Most High gave Moshe? He made him a what to his brother? He gave Moshe a job, a certain position to his younger brother, to his older brother. He was what? He was as a God, as chemo. He was like Elohim, which meant that he reigned with force and power. His word was bond. Whatever he said, Aharon had to do without question. Do y'all see that? Without question, he had to obey it. And he did it. If you watch the story, he did whatever Moshe said. But we're going to watch. We're going to read down and we're going to get to all that. Verse 30. Aaron spoke all the words that the Most High had spoken to Moshe and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed. And when they heard that the Most High had visited the people of Israel, that he had seen their affliction, they bowed their heads and they worshiped. Now, again, I want to make this clear, and I need everybody to understand. Our people were so deep into idolatry at this time. We were deep into idolatry. We were in Egypt. We're still in Egypt at this time. We haven't heard a word from the Most High about 40 years or so, maybe longer. We haven't heard a word from the Most High. There was only a select group of us, a minority of a minority of a minority, who was still holding true to the Most High. The majority of us was practicing idolatry at this time. So for them to submit to the word of Aharon coming by way of Moshe, or the word of Moshe coming by way of Aharon, they must have did some miraculous things. They must have showed them some powerful things. And that's what they did. Moshe stuck his hand in his coat, pulled it out. It was white, like lepers, like slow. And Moshe was a black man, so his hand actually turned white as snow. And then he put his hand back in, pulled it back out, and it had turned back to the regular color of his skin. He was a black man again. And as the sister brought out yesterday, Leprosy is a disease. It turns the color of your skin, but you also have bubbles and boils and all kinds of scabs, and it looks horrible. So his hand was corroded with infection, plus it was white, right? That's what she brought out yesterday. And then miraculously, he put it back in and pulled it back out, and all the infection was gone. Who can do that except the Creator? So therefore, they recognized and understood that it couldn't have been nobody but the Most High who sent Moshe and Aharon to redeem them. But even in all that, they're still going to lose trust and doubt later. They're still going to deny later. They're still going to turn right back to the golden calf and make a golden calf in the wilderness a little while later. Ain't that us today? How many times did you sit down knowing the truth, being able to travel in the truth? How many times did you sit down with somebody and explain to them the truth of the Most High? They say to you, yeah, you got me on that one. I see that. Yeah, you're right. And then shortly there later, they right back into idolatry again. If that ain't a hot pickle. Yeah, hot pickle. Let's get going. Y'all ready? Well, you know, my uncle asked me something the other day. He said, you ever had a kosher pickle? He said, how do they make a kosher pickle? Yeah, Uncle Raheem. He said, how do they make a kosher pickle? It's a whole process where you got to pay for stuff. The kosher symbol is just something that they paying for. Yeah, how you make a kosher pickle? What, you kill a pickle in the name of the Most High? You raise a pickle a certain way? Yes, brother.
They color the pickles to give them that yellowish color.
Uh-huh.
The pickles are usually like cucumbers are white.
Uh-huh.
So they want, I guess, to make it sightly, or so your sight assumes it's a pickled pickle. They use yellow 5, which is a food coloring, which is made with pork oil.
And they put that in a kosher pickle?
No, they put that in the pickle.
No, so they put it in a pickle and make it kosher with pig?
No, they're saying that they didn't use any of those artificial colorings.
But that don't make it kosher.
They saying they don't got pork in it.
Okay, all right. Well,
they're known to make pickles with pork.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah, yellow 5 is pork. Yellow 5 is a food coloring that you're not supposed to eat. All right. So here we go, family. So they showed them and they bowed their heads and they worshiped. So that means that they accepted that Moshe and Aharon was sent by the Creator to enlighten the people and to help the people, to teach the people, and to lead the people out of Exodus. Y'all with me so far? All right. Making bricks without straw. So here we go. Afterwards, Moshe and Aaron went and said to Pharaoh. Now, can you imagine this? Can y'all imagine this? We going up in the president's house. 2 of us, we going up in the president's house. And the president, we going to have a seat in the audience with the president to tell him, let our people go. Yes, let us go. Because that's what took place here. Moshe and Aharon represented the children of Israel. Now, they also got the elders with them. That's what a lot of people don't tell you. That's right. Well, he was a king. But what a lot of people don't tell you is that it wasn't just Moshe and Aharon. It was Moshe, Aharon, and the elders. The elders of Israel was with them. So let's watch and see. It says, thus saith the Most High, the power of Yisrael, let my people go, that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness. But Pharaoh said, who is the Most High? That's our question today. I am who I am, the true one. That I should obey his voice and let Yisrael go. I, as Pharaoh says, I do not know Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. And moreover, I will not let Yisrael go. Pharaoh had a whole lot of different deities that Pharaoh served. The Egyptians were the idolaters. The gold, the calf, the sheep, the oxen, the frogs, the moon, the sun, all these things was different deities to them. And that's why when the Creator waged war against Egypt, he caused the frogs, the lice, the river, the sun, the moon, all those things bow down to him to show that he was supreme over all the things that the Egyptians worshipped. That was a powerful thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. But out of all those deities that Pharaoh had, he did not know the name Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. See, he must not have knew Akhenaten the first, I believe it was, because Akhenaten the first was the first Pharaoh who believed in monotheism, one power, one creator, just one. So this Pharaoh must didn't know him because he would have introduced him to him. He didn't know Joseph either. That's right. He didn't. No. This is a different Pharaoh. That Pharaoh died. Then a new Pharaoh rose up, and Moses went. Yeah, right. So who is the Most High that I should obey his voice and let Yisrael go? I do not know the Most High, and moreover, I will not let Yisrael go. Why didn't he want to let Yisrael go? Y'all got to speak up so they can hear y'all in the audience. Economics. That's right. But you know what? It wasn't really like free labor. They want us to believe like we was wearing chains and shackles like the slavery they had, but it wasn't that. You know what it was? It was more like they gave us jobs. Yeah, just like right now. We go punch a clock, we get X amount of dollars. It's really slavery, but we call it by a different name. We call it employment. Yeah, cheap labor. And they had them building, except there was a lot worse with them because they had taskmasters that'd kill them. You know what I mean? Walking around with sticks and busting them upside their head. So it's a little worse than that. Yeah, I wish y'all could slide that table up some so they can hear y'all, man, because y'all giving some good stuff. Take a lot of work. Okay. I ain't lazy people. Talking about take a lot of work. They got so much to say in the background. I wish they would though. Can y'all help me with that table? Can y'all slide the table up a little bit so that y'all can speak and y'all can be heard? Because y'all got some good contributions to the lessons.
Everybody just sit down.
Yeah, you can put it right there or put it right here on an angle or something. So yeah, because y'all talking some good stuff. Bring that side around a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Right there. That's perfect.
No, I got to come out a little more.
Yeah, they can hear y'all better now. Because y'all got a lot to say. And it's good information too. All right, so here we go. Let's rock and roll. They want you to believe that it was slavery like the slavery they had with us 400 years ago, 400 and something years ago. They want us to believe like it was like that, like we lived in chain, we had shackles on our ankles, on our neck, and on our wrists, and that they worked us to death like they did then. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Remember, we had our own city, Goshen. We lived in Goshen at that particular time. We were free men to a degree where we can come and go and do what we wanted to do. You don't believe me? How Aaron get away to go meet Moses? If he was a slave and he wore a chain, what happened? Because the book don't talk about that. How he get away to go see his brother and meet with his brother in the wilderness? It's a different type of slavery back then. But you know, here we are. Let's pick up where we left off. And it stinks over here, but we're gonna do the best we can to make it.
Probably always saw it as weakness. Also saw it as weakness.
Say that again.
Probably also saw it as weakness.
Saw what as weakness?
If he listened to the people.
That's right.
Then he's not so much.
That's right.
He's not a good leader.
That's exactly right. Y'all some wise people. I like that. Y'all some wise people. It says if he would have just let the people go, it would have been taken as a sign of weakness. And that's correct. It would have been taken as a sign of weakness as well. So we got multiple answers, and I agree with them both.
It's not a good game. Stop. This crazy. Golly.
Verse 3. Exodus chapter 5, verse 3. Then they said, the Elohim, Ha Elohim of the Hebrews, had met with us. And again, the Ha Elohim, the creator of the Hebrews. Do y'all see why that stand out and means so much?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Jewish man say there are no Hebrews today. That's what the Jewish man teach. But according to scripture, there are a people in the planet that were called Hebrews. And we're still here today. And they were Hebrew But you'll never see the term Hebrew Israelite in the scriptures. You'll never see those two words together simultaneously in the scriptures. You have to put that together. You are Hebrew and you're Israelite. We call ourselves Hebrew Israelites today, but the scriptures didn't have it that way. You're Hebrew over here and you're Israelite over there. Hebrew is your nationality, and Israel is the Hebrew is your ethnicity, and Israel is your nationality. All right. Then they said, "Ha Elohim of the Hebrews have met with us. Please let us go on a 3 days journey, on a 3 days journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the power our Elohim, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword." Now, why did they want to go on a 3 days journey from yesterday's class?
Because they were going to be sacrificing the same type of sacrifices that the Egyptians were, so they had to get away from that land so that they could properly sacrifice to the
All right,
Most High.
explain that again. They were going to be what?
Sacrificing the same animals that the Egyptians had sacrificed to
No.
their false
No.
mighty
They
ones.
sacrificing the animals that the Egyptians revered.
That's right. They were their gods. Yeah. These yeah, these animals was their gods. They worshiped the bull. They worshiped the sheep, the goat. But, and that's why the Most High put boils on them. That was the Most High waging war against their deities. He put boils on them, showing I'm more powerful than your God. See, they're your God. He walk around with blisters. Most High got a sense of humor. So therefore, we had to go away from them so we can do the sacrifice, because we didn't want them coming down on us, because they're still the government, So we took a 3 days journey. But the number of, okay. Lest they fall upon us with the sword. But the king of Egypt said to them, Moshe and Aharon, why do you take the people away from their work? Get back to your burdens. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land are now many, and you make them rest from their burdens. The same day Pharaoh commanded the taskmasters of the people and their foremen, you shall no longer give people straw to make brick, as in the past. Let them go and gather straw for themselves. Now, I want to bring out an important part here that a lot of people might not be paying attention to. Maybe you just simply don't know, but we're going to try to explain it so that you do know, and maybe it will change your life and how you see different people in your life. Do anybody know what a taskmaster's job was?
Give you tasks.
To do what? Make sure the task got done, watch over you,
Give you tasks.
give you instructions, and you're supposed to trust them and do what they tell you, right? Do you know that the same word for task is prince? The same word for taskmaster is prince. So you're supposed to
Do what you say.
unless you get a beating. You get a mocker.
First of all, is that
But seriously, no, seriously though, that's a problem for us, because a lot of us don't want somebody telling them what to do. And it might stem in our behavior from slavery times. That might be why we are the way we are. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm my own man. And you don't want to receive instructions from nobody. So it might be from the slavery days. But let's read on. But that's what taskmaster means. Sar is the Hebrew word for taskmaster. What's that? Yes, officer also. Like, that's right, a general. That's what Sar means, general. But it could mean prince. You shall no longer give the people straw to make bricks. And this pissed the people off. The people got so mad because people don't like to work. They don't like to do extra work. They like the easy way out of everything. But I understand, because their jobs was being very difficult on them at this particular time. No longer do you give them straw to make brick. Let them go out and find their own straw, and let the number that they were to produce every day, that quota, they better meet their quota. So that means we had to get up extra early to go out, find straw to work the same amount of hours to make the brick. So let's see. Now, what pyramids was made out of brick? I've never seen any pyramids that I know of.
Good question, but that's gonna be like an hour
Just
question.
stone?
Yeah, I haven't seen any pyramids made out of brick. I haven't seen any.
What is
Talk to
stone?
him.
Not to say that there's not none. They're more like big colossal stones, boulders. That's what the pyramids are made out of. I think they weigh 10,000 pounds each. But that wasn't what we did. We didn't build the pyramids. It doesn't say we built pyramids in the Torah. Oh, we don't know who built them. But it doesn't say that the children of Israel built pyramids. It doesn't say we built them. It say we built two cities, Pithom and Ramses. It say we built two cities. It doesn't say we built the pyramids. So, but the numbers of the bricks they made in the past, you should impose on them. You should by no means reduce it, for they are idle. Therefore they cry, let us go and offer sacrifice to our Elohim. Let heavier work be laid on the men, that they may labor at it and pay no regards to lying words. So he said we were lying about the Most High saying, let us go. So the taskmasters and the foremen of the people went out and said to the people, thus saith Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Go and get your straw yourselves, wherever you can find it. But your work will not reduce in the least. Do you know that Pharaoh just saved money by not going out to get the straw? Whoever he had to collect the straws, it saved him a ton of money right now because he ain't had to pay them. Matter of fact, y'all gonna pay me for all this time that y'all come here talking this nonsense. That's what he said. And he found a way to get it. So let's see what happens. Go and get your straws yourself wherever you can find it, but your work will not be reduced in the least. So the people were scattered throughout all the land of Mitzrayim to gather stubble and straw. The taskmasters were urgent, saying, complete your work, your daily task each day. And when there was straw, and the foremen of the people of Israel, whom Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten and were asked, why have you not done all your tasks of making bricks today and yesterday as in the past? The foreman of the people of Israel came and cried to Pharaoh, why do you treat your servants like this? Why are you abusing us? No straw. See, they didn't like what they was doing to us. They didn't like when it was done to them. They didn't like that. That upset them. It says, no straw is given to your servant. Yet they say to us, make brick. And behold, your servants are beaten. But the fault is in your own people. But he said, you are idle. You are idle. That is why you say, let us go and sacrifice to our power. Go now and work. No straw will be given you, but you must still deliver the same number of bricks. The foreman of the people of Israel saw that they were in trouble when they said, you shall by no means reduce your number of bricks, your daily task each day. They met Moshe and Aharon, who were waiting for them, and came out to Pharaoh, and they said to them, the Most High look on you and judge, because you have made us stink in the sight of Pharaoh and his servants, and have put a sword in their hands to kill us. Y'all see that? Shabbat shalom, Brother Asa. Shabbat shalom. We're reading out of the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 22. Then Moshe turned to the Most High and said, O Most High, why have you done evil to this people? Why have you set us up? Moshe couldn't even see the plan. Moshe must have forgot what the Creator told him. The Creator told Moshe that when he sends him to Pharaoh, Pharaoh is going to refuse to let the people go.
Why you
That's right. He said, why did you ever send me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all. He did not see the plan. Huh? Moses didn't see the plan. Moses was giving up. Moses was getting weak. Moses was acting like everybody else. All this pain and suffering is being on us. Why? He went back to the Most High, the leader of it all, and complained. He didn't ask to see what's going on. He said, Most High, you didn't deliver us. What's up? You had me go out here and do all this. Now I'm looking bad in the sight of these people, and they getting beat on. So now they looking at me like I'm crazy or something wrong with me, or I'm lying to them. What's up, Creator? And this angered the Most High. The Most High don't like that. For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all. But the Most High said to Moshe, now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand he will send them out, and with a strong hand he will drive them out of his land. The Most High meant what he said, but it wasn't time. You follow me? He meant what he said, but still it wasn't time for that to take place. So he's telling Moshe, be patient. I said what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. Man, I'm in 6 already. Oh, man, I ain't mean to go into 6. All right, y'all, we're going to have to stop there. That's it for the day. So let's, yes. Go ahead. What's your question? Go ahead. Ask your question.
It's just a thought about Moshe.
Why don't you come a little closer so they can hear you? Like sit over here on this side.
About Moshe, because I mean, I wouldn't say he didn't believe in the plan, but he's at the forefront. Like it's hard to have not necessarily faith, but it's hard to have such confidence if you just aren't aware. Yeah, with that amount of pressure and you aren't aware of the steps. Not to say the Most High should have, like, you can't speak for the Most High and say what he should have done, but I mean, I'm just a Moshe sympathizer. Whenever we read the Torah and we get to this portion, it's just he had a lot on his plate.
What I think,
but I don't think he didn't believe in the plan.
What I think that was another indicator that the people was getting on Moshe's nerves.
Right there, yeah.
They wore him out. Just that quick. They got on his nerves. They wore him out. And he started looking at the Most High like, you did say you was going to do that, but you didn't do it. What's up? You know what I mean? The people it's something dealing with people, man. It's something dealing with people. And that's my opinion of the matter, but I understand what you're saying. Aim Katir says that we cannot see beyond the emotional trap, and when in the midst, very overwhelming. Absolutely. May the Most High be praised. Come on, y'all. Where we at? Nobody's responding. Nobody's asking questions. Nobody's saying anything now. Everybody being quiet. Oh, y'all must be over there having fun too. Want something to eat too. All right. So are there any other questions? Any other comments? Any questions or comments? Anyone? No? All right. We go.
Where does it say that that's the second film?
Right in verse 5, chapter 4. And the Most High said to Moses, when you go back to Egypt, see that Pharaoh, Moshe went back into Jethro's house.
Where does it say that a new Pharaoh?
It's in 4. It's in chapter 4.
Well, yeah, but you can't
He was in Midian. Moshe went back to Jethro's house and he said to him, please let me go back to my brothers in Egypt. Okay, before that, the Most High told him. And Moshe said unto Most High, eloquent speech. Now therefore.
something like that. What you can do. Yeah. But that joint, it was a little heavy to lift at first. It was a little heavy to carry at first.
Okay, the question on the floor was, where does the creator, where do we find out that the old Pharaoh had passed away? And I'm trying to find it. It's at the beginning of the chapter, I believe. You should go back to Egypt.
Because in chapter 3, during the burning bush, it just says, send thee into Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably have to go to where the passing of Joseph.
No,
You ain't that far back.
I know, but
well,
I'm saying
after
like you'll
Joseph
have to
dies
like.
and then Exodus begins, it says, now arose another Pharaoh that did not know Joseph or the Messiah. So I thought that was still the same Pharaoh that Moshe was
No, it's a
talking
different
to.
Pharaoh. And we go pull it up.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, well, they too.
Mhm.
They too.
Go to chapter 2,
Oh my gosh.
verse 23.
That's good. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You want to read it?
Yeah,
me?
Yes, please.
And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto Adonai by reason of the bondage.
There you go. So the original Pharaoh had passed away, and then a new Pharaoh came in and took power and possession.
But then I know
Yes,
Joseph,
he didn't know.
and then he died,
Yes.
and then there was this new one. Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. So that's what took place. So are there any other questions or comments, anyone? I mean, it could be a question about anything. It ain't got to just be about this subject. It could be a question that you have about whatever you want to ask a question about. Now we got the time. Let's go. And it's a whole lot of people coming in the room now. We got 1,600 people in the room. So if y'all want to ask some questions, ask some questions. If anybody in the audience have a question, ask your question.
Wow.
1,500 now. They went down a little bit.
Oh no. Come back.
Any other questions? Anybody? 1,700 now. They rocking. So listen, what y'all want to do, family? Anybody have any questions? Because this part of the lesson is over. If there are any questions, even in the audience on YouTube, on Facebook. Shalom, shalom, Sister Gabby. Even the family on YouTube, on Facebook. Maria, Shabbat shalom, my brother. Shabbat shalom. All right.
Okay.
So nobody want to ask any questions. All right, we're going to close the class out. We're going to let it rock. Sister Toya, Shabbat shalom. All right. Let's go. Where else we at? All right. Thank you all for coming in. We're going to make a prayer real quick. We're going to close it out, and we're going to shut it down. And Creator willing, we'll see you all this Shabbat around the Saturday Shabbat, 7th day Shabbat, at 11 o'clock in the morning. Yes? When do you count the Omer?
Did you already start counting?
Yeah, they already started. Should have been last Sunday. Y'all ready? Yeah. The first Yom Rishon after the Shabbat. So it should have been that same Yom Rishon we had. Oh no, it should be this week. Yeah, today. Should be today.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna face the east. Any of y'all want to close us out in prayer? Low Tame? Okay. Go up and sit there. You might want to come a little closer so they can hear you.
We're going this way.
The east, family. The east.
Creator, before I begin this prayer, I ask that anything that is out of order, you give us grace for. Thank you for allowing us this time. Thank you for allowing us to be together. Thank you for allowing us to to see the word, to see the messages in your word, and to expound on it and to share these ideas between each other to keep us on the right path. We thank you for the opportunity to do that, and also just fellowship. We thank you for all of the energy that you allow us to get to be able to do this. We thank you for the health as well. We thank you for our brothers and our sisters, the ones that are here, the ones that are far. We thank you for all the opportunities we get to live and to live right. Hallelujah.
All right, family. Shabbat shalom. May the Most High be with you all. Enjoy the rest of your feast day. Enjoy the rest of your feast day. May the Most High be with you all. Shalom, shalom.
You need a whole bag.